ಬೆಂಗಳೂರು ಫ್ಯಾನ್ಸಿಗೆ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, RCB ಫ್ಯಾನ್ಸಿಗೆ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಇವಾಗ ನಾನು ನಮ್ಮ ಸಂತೋಷ್ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ, ನಮ್ಮ ಸೆಕ್ರೆಟರಿ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಬ್ರೀಫ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಕ್ರಿಕೆಟಿಂಗ್ ಇದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ. ಅದಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ ತಗೊಳ್ಳೋಣ ನಾವು ಇದನ್ನ.
Good evening, all of you. Well, this is not the forum to talk about what we have done exactly with regard to cricket, but since we have met, it's just that it's a coincidence that we have called for a press conference mainly to inform you all about the government giving us conditional permission. That was the intent of calling this press conference. But however, since we have met and since all of you are here today, we thought why not brief you a little bit on what has gone through in the last 45 days vis-a-vis the association, vis-a-vis cricket, which is the main, the most important aspect of this association. I'll just take few minutes just to brief you all. So, like you know that our season starts beginning of April. Unfortunately, for reasons I don't want to elaborate on, the last year's season was pending. Many tournaments were incomplete. Many of the tournaments were not even started. So we'll not get into those details. What we have taken a decision, very conscious call amongst the cricketers in the committee as well as the cricketers who are supporting us. In fact, all of you are already aware that we have a CAC consisting of Anil Kumble, Javgal Srinath and Sunil Joshi along with the others. So they've all met. We have had various discussions on how to take cricket forward in the state of Karnataka. In that pursuit, we have taken a few decisions which I thought I should let you know. Most importantly, we have decided that we will start a fresh season from April and not fall back on the season that is incomplete. So we have decided to cease all cricketing activities pertaining to last season for the time being, including the academy, including the tournaments, and we'll start afresh from April. What needs to be done to have a great season next year? The back-end work has already begun. We have had series of meetings. We are trying to release a calendar, the entire calendar for the season 26-27 well in advance, so that every stakeholder, whether he is a cricket player, whether he is a club secretary, whether he is an umpire, whether he is a scorer, whether he is a ground authority, the ground in charge, knows what's happening during what part of the year, including the Mufsil centers. So that's our endeavor. That's what we have planned. In that pursuit, we have had a series of meetings, and March 1st to 15th April will be a no cricket 45 days. Because we want to concentrate on getting the grounds in shape, getting the wickets in shape, doing the back-end work like probably having refresher course for our umpires, refresher course for our scorers, refresher course for our video analysts, having curators programs. So 1st March to 15th April, we will be concentrating only on back-end work to be ready for the season come April 15th. And it's our assurance, the assurance from this committee as of today, is that we will ensure that all tournaments, Group 1 and Group 2, men and women, will be completed well in time so that it doesn't overlap with the BCCI season. Because as we know from practice, as we know from experience, the point of playing a tournament after the BCCI tournament starts makes it very pointless, doesn't have the same enthusiasm, same energy, doesn't even inspire a youngster or an aspiring cricketer. So that being the case, we are planning a calendar from April 15th, say till about September 30th, wherein we'll finish most of our cricket, age group cricket, both men and women, the league cricket, Division 1 and Group 1 and Group 2. We'll also have the YSR, which was not played for the last 3 years, the 50-over format. We'll also have the T20 completed well in time before the franchises even sit for an auction. The purpose of playing the Inter-Club T20 tournament would be purely to identify talent for the franchisees so that the franchisees can come and pick their players for the Maharaja Trophy. Also give an opportunity to the players so that they can showcase their talent to the franchisees. So we'll ensure that we complete the T20 much before the auction. We'll ensure that we complete the YSR 50 overs much before our Vijay Hazare. We'll ensure that we complete the league at least minimum of 10 or 11 games before we get into the Shafidar Ashas and the Timapaya Memorials. We'll ensure that we'll finish the Inter-Club 14, 16, 19 well before the zonals. We'll ensure that we will give at least a 15 or 20 day camp period to the coaches after the selections for them to prepare this team for the BCCI tournaments. This is all our plans. All the plans are ready. You will know about it shortly. It's just that it was coincidence that we are here today, so I could speak about it. But we will give you a complete calendar. We'll give you a complete details upon what we plan to do much before the season starts by about end of March, and hopefully if plans fall in place. And we are also talking to a lot of ground authorities because we had lost out on a few grounds for various reasons. I don't want to get into those reasons again. So we are talking to ground authorities. We get good wickets, good ground facilities, everything to be top class to ensure that we have a great cricketing season. That's our endeavor, and we believe in walking the talk. So less said and more action post April 15th. Thank you.
So quickly, I'll be failing in my duty if I don't thank Javagal Srinath and Anil Kumble as well for their contribution, for their support, their guidance in all our in this journey, in this endeavor of getting the IPL and the international matches. They've also been talking to us. They've been talking to the government officials. They've been talking with BCCI. So they're guiding us. They're they're backing us through and through in our journey. So I'll just ask Vinay to just say a few words.
Yeah, actually I'm Vinay Mrityunjaya. I would like to thank the President, the office bearers and the managing committee members for nominating me as the chairman of the Public and Media Relations, and I'm an official spokesperson of KSEA. So immediate to the election, we had a very huge task of coordinating and liaising with the government. I would like to place on record the kind of time, the energy attributed by the office bearers, particularly Venkatesh Prasad, Santosh Menon, Sujit Somsundar, Vice President, Treasurer Madhukar, and Avinash Vaid, another managing committee member, very closely worked with the number of meetings we had with various government agencies. And
we were forgetting, we didn't have a clue about the time. We were forgetting families, and there was no day or night for us. Just was ready to meet anybody and everybody from the, from the government, from the Karnataka government, and from BCCI. So we were just on the road, to be very honest. We were just on the road. Be it 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock meeting, or maybe 10 o'clock in the night, or taking calls by 10:30, 11ish in the night, and those sort of things. So that was the kind of work that we all did in the last 45 days, and answering to every single question that was raised in the report that was submitted 6 months back, and working on that. So it was not an easy job at all. There was a lot of stress that every one of us went to, but then it was a good stress to go through. I'm not complaining about the stress factor here. It was a good stress because we had promised the people of Karnataka, we had promised the people of Bengaluru, we had promised our members in our mandate that we would bring back the IPL, we would bring back the international matches to this great city and to this iconic stadium that is Chinnaswamy Stadium. And I should say that we have cleared the first hurdle of getting the unconditional is going to happen for sure, because that's what we are all working for, but the conditional letter of approval, which the BCCI wanted from KSEA, so that they could give a sort of approval in principle to have this IPL matches to begin with. That's the that's the near tournament. That's the tournament that is close to us now. Because of course the T20 World Cup has gone out of our hands. We tried our best to bring back the T20 World Cup as well, but the venues were already decided.
ಜೂನ್ 4, 2025ರಂದು ಚಿನ್ನಸ್ವಾಮಿ ಸ್ಟೇಡಿಯಂ ಮುಂಭಾಗ ಆದಂಥ ಒಂದು ಕಾಲ್ತುಳಿತ ದುರಂತದ ಬಳಿಕ ಚಿನ್ನಸ್ವಾಮಿ ಸ್ಟೇಡಿಯಂನಲ್ಲಿ ಇದುವರೆಗೂ ಕೂಡ ಒಂದು ಪಂದ್ಯನೂ ಆಯೋಜನೆ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ, ಒಂದು ಪಂದ್ಯ ಆಡಿಲ್ಲ. ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ಸರ್ಕಾರ ಕೂಡ ಕೆಲವು ದಿನಗಳ ಹಿಂದಷ್ಟೇ ಅಂದರೆ ಗೃಹ ಇಲಾಖೆ ಕೆಲವೊಂದಷ್ಟು ಮಾರ್ಗಸೂಚಿಗಳನ್ನು ಕೊಟ್ಟು ಮೈಕಲ್ ಡಿ ಕುನ್ಹಾ ಅವರ ವರದಿಯನ್ನು ಆಧರಿಸಿ ಕೆಲವು ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ಸನ್ನು ಹಾಕಿ ಚಿನ್ನಸ್ವಾಮಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಅಂದರೆ ಆ ಸ್ಟೇಡಿಯಂನಲ್ಲಿ ಪಂದ್ಯವನ್ನು ಆಯೋಜನೆ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಅನುಮತಿಯನ್ನು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿತ್ತು. ಆದರೆ ಇವತ್ತು KSCA ಅಧ್ಯಕ್ಷ ವೆಂಕಟೇಶ್ ಪ್ರಸಾದ್ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಪದಾಧಿಕಾರಿಗಳು ಅದನ್ನು ಖಚಿತಪಡಿಸಿದ್ದಾರೆ. KSCAನಲ್ಲೇ ಅಂದರೆ ಚಿನ್ನಸ್ವಾಮಿ ಸ್ಟೇಡಿಯಂನಲ್ಲೇ IPL ಪಂದ್ಯಗಳು ನಡೀತಾವೆ. 5 IPL ಪಂದ್ಯಗಳು ನಡೆಸಬೇಕು, RCBಯ ತವರು ಪಂದ್ಯಗಳು ನಡೆಸಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಏನು ಪ್ಲ್ಯಾನ್ ಮಾಡಲಾಗಿತ್ತು, ಆ ಪಂದ್ಯಗಳು ನಾವು ನಡೆಸೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಸಿದ್ಧವಾಗಿದ್ದೇವೆ ಅನ್ನುವಂಥ ಮಾತನ್ನು ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಆ ಮಾಹಿತಿಯನ್ನು ಈಗ KSCA ಪದಾಧಿಕಾರಿಗಳು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಮತ್ತೊಂದು ಕಡೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಏಪ್ರಿಲ್ 15ರವರೆಗೂ ಕೂಡ ನೋ ಕ್ರಿಕೆಟ್ ಸೀಸನ್ ಅಂತ, ಅಲ್ಲಿವರೆಗೂ ಯಾವುದೇ ಥರದ ಪಂದ್ಯವನ್ನು ಆಯೋಜನೆ ಮಾಡೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಆ ಗ್ಯಾಪ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ನಮ್ಮ ಸಿಬ್ಬಂದಿಗೆ ತರಬೇತಿಯನ್ನು ಕೊಡ್ತೀವಿ ಅನ್ನುವಂಥ ಮಾತನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ಹೇಳಿದರು. ಸೊ ಹೀಗಾಗಿ ಮಾರ್ಚ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಏನೋ ಒಂದು ಟೆಂಟೇಟಿವ್ ಶೆಡ್ಯೂಲ್ ಇದೆ, ತಾತ್ಕಾಲಿಕ ವೇಳಾಪಟ್ಟಿ IPLದು. ಸೊ ಅದರ ಪ್ರಕಾರ ಇನ್ಯಾಗ್ರಲ್ ಮ್ಯಾಚ್ ಬೆಂಗಳೂರಿನಲ್ಲೇ ನಡೆಯುತ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ವಾ ಆ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆಗೆ ಇನ್ನೂ ಕೂಡ ಉತ್ತರ ಸಿಕ್ಕಿಲ್ಲ. ಬಟ್ ಮಿಕ್ಕಂಥ 5 ತವರಿನ ಪಂದ್ಯಗಳೇನಿದ್ದಾವೆ RCB ಫ್ರಾಂಚೈಸಿಗೆ ಸಂಬಂಧಪಟ್ಟಂತೆ ಆ ಎಲ್ಲ 5 ಪಂದ್ಯಗಳು ಬೆಂಗಳೂರಿನ ಚಿನ್ನಸ್ವಾಮಿ ಸ್ಟೇಡಿಯಂನಲ್ಲಿ ನಡೆಯೋದು ಈಗ ಖಚಿತವಾಗಿದೆ.